I just got done walking this morning and I thought I would do my video assessment while I had the time. If you hear any cars drive by, I apologize. I'm going to try to talk louder so you can hear me. But today we're talking about why walking for fitness is important and the correct walking form. And so walking for fitness is important, first off, because it helps with your heart, because it gets the heart pumping and it just strengthens your heart over time. Because if you don't use it, you kind of lose it, basically. And that's why a lot of people have issues with their heart as they get older, because they didn't work out or didn't do cardiovascular. And you're supposed to do it 30 minutes a day, not just according to my nutrition class I took, but it is supposed to help with your heart and just keep it pumping and keep it strong, because you need to keep it you need to make it stress a little bit, kind of like you got to get it pumping a little bit more than your resting heart rate. You need it the maximum heart rate once in a while, because at resting it's not working quite as hard, and so it kind of loses its strength. But if you're walking and having that cardiovascular increase, your heart's pumping harder, then it'll strengthen your heart. And so that's one of the main reasons. And it also helps decrease health risks like diabetes and many chronic illnesses and heart disease, obviously. But it also helps with maintaining weight. It helps you lose weight, it helps you keep weight off, and then it helps you slim down. And then it will also increase muscle mass and muscle tone if you're eating correctly along with walking and trying to strengthen stuff. And it will also most likely help your bones get used to impact, but you don't want to be too strenuous on your joints because that would be painful. And then one of the main reasons I love it, especially for me, is the fact that it helps boost your mood for the day. And it helps make your brain more sensitive to endorphins, serotonin. It just makes you feel better. And so I've started my day the past 2 mornings walking. The other time was in the evening. But in the mornings when I go walking, it starts my day out right. It makes me feel more accomplished. It makes me feel more alert. I have more energy. I'm ready to go for the day. And it's supposed to help with depression, stress, and anxiety. And I feel like during the school year, after the semester, once it fully hits, I think walking will be a good thing for me, because I always thought I had to go running or something like that to exercise. But then I've been walking and I didn't realize how hard it could be just in the middle of the heat. I'm drenched in sweat now because of it. But so moving on to the correct walking form. So the correct walking form, first off, you need to have correct posture, your shoulders and your hips and your back all need to be aligned. And while you're walking, you need to place your foot underneath your hip so you're not overextending that part. And you need to be focusing on the back side of your legs. That's where people forget. You need to be feeling your glutes, you need to be feeling your hamstrings, you need to be feeling your calves, all of that. That is what's going to keep you aligned and make your joints less stressed from this. And it'll put less impact on it if you have the muscles there to cushion the blow a little bit. And not only do you need to be focusing on that, but one of the videos that we watched said that if you hold your foot back before picking up to move it forward a little, a millisecond longer, nanosecond longer, I don't know, but she said if you hold it back there just a little bit longer, it'll stretch through the hip and kind of make that ergonomic, you're gonna be aligned right there with your hip and your leg, and it'll just keep your joints safe. And then moving from that part, you need to have a rolling foot or an active foot instead of a passive where it's just one unit stepping down. You need to have it heel to toe. And it's harder than it sounds, because I really tried focusing on heel to toe, and you kind of need to you have to think about it if you haven't done it for a long time, because walking is supposed to be so simple, but a lot of people do it incorrectly, so it leads to back pain and joint pain and things like that. So having an active foot and an open ankle and rolling heel to toe is very, very important. And then swinging your arms not only forward, you gotta swing it back and make sure you bring it back. Right now it's hard for me to do that because I did arms in the gym yesterday after walking, and so they're sore. But I'm going to try to do it to the best of my ability. And they say to have your thumbs forward, which would help with shoving or swinging your arms back and forth. And then it's supposed to help open your shoulders and keep your shoulders like up. And then having like correct posture up here will help with your breathing, because you're supposed to breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. And if you have incorrect posture or you're slumped or anything like that, it's going to be harder to breathe anyways, especially in the heat. And having to make sure, like, if you're getting out of breath or anything like that, you have to make sure like you have shoulders back, head back, like you're breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. But now I'm going to show you correct walking form. So I'm going to stand back here a little bit. Yeah. So the correct walking form, you're going to swing your arms forward and back. I'm going to try to make sure that I can get my arms back there. And you're going to roll your foot and have shorter strides. Shorter strides will also help with engaging the back of your leg. So when walking, you need to like roll your foot. And I guess you don't have to do this arm placement. You can also just swing your arms like that. But when walking, you're gonna have that roll and you're holding your foot back a little bit longer. So when I'm walking, this is the correct form, having your shoulders back, swinging your arms, rolling your foot, and just being ergonomically correct. And having your thumbs forward helps with the walking. Hold up, I'm gonna slide back a little bit more. So I know in the military, they really put emphasis on like having that correct posture, because my brother's in the military, and when they walk, they have very ergonomic steps. And so you're gonna roll and swing your arms, roll your foot and hold it back and have shorter strides. And so you're engaging those glute muscles and those hamstrings. I'm gonna do it one more time. Actually, one more time. It's hard to do it slowly, but hopefully as you're walking, you're swinging your arms back and forth. Right now it's kind of hard for me, but you're gonna swing your arms back and forth. Make sure you're going forwards and backwards. Then you're rolling that foot as you walk, and you're kind of like holding that back foot. So you're gonna swing, and you're holding that, and you're gonna feel it back there. Thank you. Sorry I couldn't get my arms back as much as I wanted to. They're very sore, but I promise I know how to do it. Thank you.